It was a bright and dry afternoon to be driving to a friend's place. As you might know by now, we are experiencing summer weather here in my little neck of the woods, although we do get the occasional summer storm. But on that day, the sun was out. To get there, Jawide and I drove along this road, and then further along, we took one turn towards this very narrow but paved alley banked by greenery. When we got to the gate, a small dog passed by. I said hi, but I guess he was too busy. It was almost 20 minutes past 3 o'clock in the afternoon when we got there. And really, one of my reasons for seeing our friend is that I wanted her to sign this copy that I have of her book. It is a literary cookbook written in the Bicol language. This was released in 2019, and I got this through Dudes, a mutual friend of ours. This is actually the very first time that I am meeting her and her daughter, Bu, in person. Manay Lenny and I have conversed before on private messaging only, but she decided to invite us over for today to have some small celebration for the International Day of Women. And this is her property. A staff led us to where we should park. The place is called Hardin ng mga Aninipot. It's Bicol for Garden of the Fireflies. We had our afternoon repast, which we call merienda, inside a small dining cabin, and the spread looked really good. It is the first time for both Jawide and me to be here ever, and we have heard a lot of good things about the place, and this dining cabin looks very cozy. It is well ventilated and it is not air conditioned. Fresh air and sunlight can stream freely through the double doors and the large windows on all three sides. and I really love this tiled floor. For merienda, we had dill cake baked right here at their kitchen. We also had a salad with cream cheese and cherry tomatoes. And a pasta with celery, grapes, and olives, and everything has been grown organically right here in their garden, except for the grapes. This is basil juice with lemon, and it is very good. I think Jawide and I finished the entire pitcher of it just between the two of us. This is her book that I wanted her to sign. The entire book is in Bicol, and her dedication page says, when translated in English, "For Matilde Escorido Felix, who taught me how to cook love." The photos in the book are fantastic, and the book design is gorgeous. The book designer is our friend Vic, who also designed my third book, Married Women. I will link in the description box the places where you can buy this book by Lenny Felix. It is really gorgeous, and I say that about books, but never about people. And of course, I simply had to get a footage of her signing my personal copy of her book. Hardin nin mga Aninipot is normally open for breakfast and lunch, and people need to book first, but because of the pandemic, they decided not to open for a while. They have a Facebook page, which I will link down below anyway. You can watch that page for any announcements on when they will be open again. And they also make teas. They currently have two varieties that they make a blend of. This blue Ternate tea also has lavender in it, and this other blend is tarragon with stevia. They will be making a new batch soon, and of course we put in our advance order for those. We had the pasta first, and it was so good that I forgot to take a video of my bowl. This salad is really delicious. I rarely get the chance to have cherry tomatoes, and these ones here did not disappoint. And here is the dill cake. It certainly has a texture to it, and I really like that there is a whole lot of dill in this. It's definitely something that I have never had before. I actually had 2 slices of this. It was very good. After the merienda, they took us on a walk around the property. This tiny cabin is currently being repaired, but people usually rent this if they want some isolation to focus on a creative task, or maybe to just sleep in a quiet environment with fresh air and good organic food. There is a common bathroom just a few steps away. Here is the one for females. The one for males is pretty much the same. That plant in the foreground is dill. That's the one used for the cake that we just had. Over there are the cherry tomatoes, and here are the regular tomatoes. They also have a very old dog on the property, very old, and he's very kind. We were told that he normally has a thick fluffy coat, but they recently had his coat shorn off because it was too hot for him in this weather. He stayed with us and kept us company the rest of the time. And this is the archway that says Hardin nin mga Aninipot, tea and more. Here are some more herbs in the garden. There is outdoor seating. And the house that you can see over there is the dining cabin where we just had the merienda. Here are some plants that Manay Lenny had brought over from Italy. She travels a lot because of her work, and she gets to enjoy world cuisine, study the culture of other countries, and she gets to bring back seeds and cuttings of plants that are not usually available here in our country. Can you spot the spider? And this is the nursery. Most of the shoots here are labeled, as you can see. And this is the main house where Manay Lenny and her daughter Bu lives. These are souvenirs from her travels. I really like her selection of books over here. And she also has a cat who does not like strangers. And this is the sunroom. And here is the dining area. We went back out again to see what she has over here. A garden set, compost pits, and a swing set. The roof over it was blown off during one of the most recent storms. Outdoor seating. This here is the guest house. It is self-contained with its own living room, bedroom, and bathroom. And then we sat outside and had some tea. I like the colors that they chose for this outdoor furniture. The chairs are a bright blue and the table is a red-orange color. We were able to try out the tarragon and stevia tea, which was very nice. Jawide and I both liked it a lot. But Jawide was really blown over by this blue Ternate tea with lavender. After a while, the guard dogs came out and frolicked around us. They were very wary of Jawide and me, so they were barking, and two of them didn't come near because they were, technically speaking, on the job. But one of them came close and sniffed my hand. I think they are good little puppies. This is a teapot cozy that Manay Lenny brought from one of our travels. We talked a lot, the four of us, about everything from the COVID-19 pandemic to quarantine, to Manay Lenny's travels, to cooking, to plants, to teas, and everything in between. It was really nice, and Jawai did not feel at all that it was too girly for him. He usually hangs out with other guys, but on this day he had tea with 3 women, and he actually had a lot of fun, and now he says that he is a tea drinker. Why is it called Garden of the Fireflies? Because on normal days, fireflies come out at night. But on that night, there was only one firefly, which my camera could not catch. There was a storm recently, and it usually takes the fireflies a few days to return to populate the place. On another evening, we will see them.